Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today, what I would like to talk about is the role models we have in our life. Whether it's someone that we may not look up to, but is clearly influencing our lives, whether it's a friend, a teacher, whatever, or someone we may actually consciously or subconsciously look up to. And I'd like to start by telling a story, something that happened to me the other day where I kind of had this realization. And it may be a little embarrassing if my friends see it, but it's not a very big deal. I think we've all done it. So, me being a free thinker, I wasn't gonna listen to rap music anymore. It's toxic. I don't need it. So, it's brainwashed me. I'm gonna get rid of rap music. So, I started listening to like a lot of I like rock music a lot, especially like the 60s, the 70s classic and rock. But I've been listening lately to a lot more like hard rock, like the 80s rock and roll, where they had the crazy hair, and like I've been listening to specifically Bon Jovi a lot and others. I'm not like obsessing over this one person. I just noticed I've been listening to him a lot more, especially with everything going on, more time at home, just kind of on repeat. So, me being a free thinker, I'm walking down the street. I don't need rap music. It's brainwashing me. So I'm walking down the street. I have this swagger going on. I'm feeling like a hot shot walking through the city, going to get my Jamba Juice. And then the next song comes on, and it's him. It's by Bon Jovi, the band. I'm walking down the street, and I kind of realize that I've been listening to this guy so much. I've subconsciously decided that the leader, John Bon Jovi, that this guy is really cool. I subconsciously decided. And I started acting like him in a sense. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, or it's probably embarrassing. Like, it sounds silly for me to say, but I'm sure a lot of us have noticed in life, if you're spending time with a certain friend or partner or watching someone on TV or internet, if it's someone that seems to be impactful in your life, you may start to absorb their qualities, whether it's consciously like seeing what you like about them and wanting to implement it, or just subconsciously you're looking up to this person. And that really got me thinking, like I realized in the moment, and I realized that I probably wasn't as big of a free thinker as I thought I was, but I think that this one was probably pretty innocent. I've been listening to this rock star too much because we're all locked at home more than normal. And I clearly subconsciously decided this guy was cool, and I started embodying some of the things I liked about him. And when I think about that, it's not necessarily unhealthy, but if I wasn't listening to John Bon Jovi, if I was listening to a rapper like Young Boy or one of these rappers that just talks about like murder and violence and drugs and rape and gangs. And I'm not trying to harp on any one specific rapper or even rap as a genre. Just in a broader sense, the people we listen to really do have an influence on us. And that got me thinking a lot, especially this time of year, when people start posting like their Spotify, like their listening times. And like I'm going through, some people have like hundreds of thousands of minutes, like 30,000 minutes. That's around like days, probably a month's time of your life, like 24 hours for 30 days, something like that. You are spending with music or something in your ears, a lot of people. And then it says their favorite artists. And you look at it, and these people that they're listening to, some of them are deplorable. And I don't say that to be mean, but the messages they're promoting, it may not be the rapper promoting it may be the label, it may be however far you want to go down the rabbit hole. But what we're putting into our bodies, it doesn't need to be food or water or substances. If we're listening to this, even if it's just background music, if we're listening to murder and violence and rape, then subconsciously that's going to start to imprint itself on us. Because, well, in my example, John Bon Jovi, I'd like to think that I'm enough of a free thinker, not as much as I may have thought, but that I can see that these rock stars did have the bad qualities, and I can see like maybe some of them had cool qualities or like that I would like to embody, and I think that's healthy. But unfortunately, I think subconsciously, because I didn't realize this at first, that I was they it could have spread and I could have started to embody some of the shadow aspects. Like rock stars have a lot of drugs and like a lot of sensation seeking, pleasure seeking aspects. I'm not saying John Bon Jovi or any of them, I'm not coming down on them, but that rock star lifestyle wasn't healthy to an extent, and neither is the rap lifestyle or many of the lifestyles we see celebrities living, just because us trying to do what they do for fun when we don't do what they do for work is going to cause conflicts in our life. And I think when we subconsciously look up to these people, or even consciously, like I'm sure Youngboy or some of these rappers have a lot of people, I was when I was younger, that even though we know what they're saying is wrong, like we know it's wrong to kill, we listen to them and that guy's cool. Like we're listening to him, so when it's on repeat for 30,000 minutes in your ears, kill, 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 drugs, 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 there's no way that's not sinking into you. On a subconscious level, you're accepting it's okay, unfortunately. We can listen to rap and we can hear people talk about murder and death, and we can still listen and enjoy the songs. And yes, some of the songs may have nice melodies and a lot of work goes into them. People work hard. But I'm going to use this word again, their message is deplorable. And if we're listening, like if I put on the song for 3 to 15 minutes a day, I'm just using those numbers, I'm not going to get brainwashed. I can listen to the song, I can make judgments, I can say, oh, that's not good, but like he worked hard on this, like this sounds very nice, he clearly put effort, and this is a bad message. But on repeat for 30,000 minutes or more, there's no way that you can process that much. You cannot think about that consciously all the time. So in your ears, you are hearing, I kill people, I do drugs, I rape, or any of these crimes. And you're not despising the person saying it. You're accepting what they're saying is true. And on the small sense, I don't think we need to do this. Like one listen, a few listens at a concert, we can enjoy it. But when it's on repeat, constantly, it's always sinking into us. And this isn't just music. This is the things we do to sedate ourselves. We come home, we may sit in front of the TV, listen to the news, or whatever you may be watching. It's just on repeat. We're not watching it. We're not, even if you're staring at it and not distracted by your phone or another stimuli, how deeply are you paying attention to what they're saying? And I know people get going with the conspiracies, like the subliminal messaging, like things are popping so fast we don't see it, it hits the subconscious. I wouldn't go that far. I'd say we're just not paying attention to what we're putting into our minds. We are filling our minds with these sedating or entertaining things that have no value. And sometimes it is okay to decompress, like to just relax, like you may want something on. But it's when we do it constantly is when it becomes such an issue. And then I'm going to branch off a little bit from there, is when we do these things to sedate ourselves, not only are we living with our AirPods in for this enormous amount of time, listening to these bad messages, we can also be walking personally. Like you walk down the street, you have your AirPods in, I'm on my phone. Why am I so lonely? I'm on social media, I'm liking everyone's profiles, I'm liking, I'm tapping, I'm posting. Why am I so lonely? Why do I not have these connections in my life? And then, you take your AirPods out, you put them away, you put your phone away. If no one's around and it's a safe situation, whatever your guidelines are, I'm not going to go against them, whatever the rules are around you. If you can take off your mask in nature, you can breathe in the air, you can smell what's around you, you can be a part of what's around you, you can hear the birds chirping, the life around you, the cars driving by. And then you may start to see the beauty in the nature, and then, that may fade or you may love it, but you're going to kind of come to this, like, you're going to accept what's happening. And then someone may be walking by and maybe they're doing something interesting. They're walking a dog. If you have your headphones in and you're down on your phone, you don't care. But if you're aware to the moment and you're present, then it opens up the possibilities. Like you may want that like that social party you may want to come out, and when you're not just on your phone getting rid of the energy, you're doing your social energy on your phone, you're liking, you're texting, whatever. When you don't have that outlet, you're going to be forced to interact with people. It's at some point you're going to be walking down the street and you're going to have had enough of not talking to someone, and you will interact. And it may not be easy, it may be awkward at first if you've just gotten so much into your phone you don't have many social skills anymore. I've been there, and it can be embarrassing and frustrating. But after a while, you start talking to people, it becomes natural. You start to do these things naturally because you're not putting your energy into someone else's platform. It's all these social medias, you're throwing your energy at that so you can be sedated in everyday life. You watch TV, so the energy goes away. You were at work all day, you sit on the couch, you watch TV, you're a vegetable until you go to bed. And then we wonder why we can't sleep. We can't sleep because we don't do anything. We don't do anything meaningful. We may go to a soul-crushing job, be at university for a major we don't like. We're not accomplishing anything meaningful to us. And when we get home, we look at the TV. We'll spend 10 minutes on our work break just using our phone to decompress from work, where it's like we're just building all this stress, and the things we do to get rid of it are no better than drugs or alcohol. Whether it's sex, you're craving the physical sensation, you're getting yourself in dangerous situations. Whether it's just relaxing, like watching TV. I don't want to go off in too many tangents, but we're not doing quality things with our time. And we're looking up to role models and to who may not even be in charge of what they're saying with the music labels. Who knows? Like a lot of rappers, they say they don't have much control over the creative process. They may have ghostwriters. Who's deciding what we're putting in our minds? Because when we're unconsciously, subconsciously, just letting it play, not really thinking about what they're saying, and the rappers aren't choosing what they're saying either, and I'm harping on rappers, but it's not them specifically all the time. Who's deciding the content that we choose to accept as true, that we subconsciously accept because the people we subconsciously look up to tell us it's okay? And I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. I could probably make a few videos branching off on some of these topics, so if you'd like me to expand on something or have any questions, go ahead and let me know. But I think we can all see the point of how what we put into our bodies, whether it's food, but more importantly, at least for this video is more importantly the content. So just be aware, focus on what you put in your body, and everyone will be great. Have a great day, everybody.